It's brilliant to be able to speak to you. My first question is, and I've always wanted to ask this, do you guys not get hot in the jumpers when you're performing?
Yes, we do.
They are quite warm.
They are very warm.
And we have this like sweating pads in our here.
Because you can really see if these get a little bit wet, then it's very visible.
Do you have, you know, loads and loads and loads of versions of the same jumper, or is it the same jumper that just keeps having to go in the washing machine?
I'm wearing the same jumper as I was. I mean, I have another pair. Well, I have one more, but I don't use that too much.
Brilliant. Well, I'm pleased we got to the bottom of that.
Stefan was actually washing his like for the first time before we arrived.
I still haven't washed.
I haven't washed. Oh, you guys are dirty.
Well, maybe after next Saturday, if you guys get through, maybe you can wash them on the Sunday. Maybe. Who knows?
I've washed mine many times, but I've also worn it a lot. More than I thought when I bought it.
I wanted to ask, what was it like to be on stage for the first time in your first rehearsal? Because of all of the acts that we've seen rehearse at Eurovision so far this year, you appeared to be, from my view anyway, the slickest. You were the most ready to go.
Thank you. We felt super ready, and it was way less overwhelming than we thought it was going to be. I think we're like, this is our fourth like Eurovision performance as this group. Like we did 3 songs for the competition already, and then we came as a interval act in Iceland in 2018. So like we have our performance style pretty nailed down at this point, I think.
What has the reaction been like for you? Because again, looking at everybody talking about your rehearsals, everyone was a huge fan, and you know, the response has been great. So you must have been delighted to see you guys, you know, shooting up the odds. I know you're going to tell me that you don't look at the odds, but you know, it must be great to see. You do look at the odds. I'm so pleased that you guys have admitted to that.
You really do, though.
Yeah, I was nervous to see what was going to happen after the performance, but it's really it's a nice feeling to see that your numbers go green and not red after the performance.
I'm wondering what it's been like for you, because of course in 2020 you were very much the favourites to win the contest that was cancelled. This year you have kind of gone slightly more under the radar. People have been talking about Malta, about Switzerland, about France. Do you prefer to be in that position?
To me, it doesn't really
I
make a
think
difference.
I would say that's nice. I prefer like not being in the top pressure. Yeah, I kind of like where we are.
Yeah.
Now, I really wanted to ask you about the instruments, because I know there was a lot of work that went into those instruments that we see on the stage, and we will see on the stage on the semi-final, and fingers crossed again in the grand final. So talk to me about the process of making your instruments for Eurovision.
Yes. So we knew that we wanted to have this instrument because they've always been a part of our aesthetic, and we want to make it something bigger, something better than before. And then I came up with the circle idea, and yeah, the like solo in the song is made just for this circle idea. And then I made it with Daði and my dad. He helped a lot, and we will have a video soon that goes through the step by step.
Yeah, we documented the process a lot on our phones, and we're gonna edit that together so you can see exactly how they were made.
Fantastic. How long did it take to put them all together?
It took a while, but we started right after we did the monster and robot costumes for the music video. So it all, to me at least, blends together into...
I think it was like a month with the whole sketching ideas, and then building it was 2 weeks, but like very strict program.
Yeah. Like we would... It's not like 2 weeks building it the whole time, but yeah, from concept to end product, that's probably like 4 months that we started drawing the idea, and then
yeah,
Like when I was writing the song, we were sketching the first
True.
concept arts for it.
And Anna, you said you know your dad got involved as well. So I mean, was he always willing to be part of it, or did you have to twist his arm a little bit?
No, he was quite excited about it. He's a farmer and he's always like working with his cows, but he loves to build. So this was his like chance to get away from the cows a bit and a nice excuse to build something with us.
And he's also helped us build the other
Yeah.
instruments. Like
He knew what was going on.
yeah, he knew that when we were gonna go to Eurovision again this year, that he was gonna help us build.
So if you guys win Eurovision, is he building the stage single-handedly next year?
Yep.
Most likely.
Daði, this is one for you because, you know, as fans, we have loved seeing all of your covers of various Eurovision songs. Have you got a favourite Eurovision song to cover that you've done?
Yes, probably.
Are you going to tell me which one it is?
Playing Uno was fun. Verka Serduchka, Dancing Lassie Tumbai, that's my favorite to play, definitely.
That's your favorite.
That's you're my favorite.
Yes.
Fantastic choice. I've asked all of the Eurovision acts we've spoken to so far how they have been finding or how they were planning on spending time in their hotel rooms, because of course you're going to be spending a lot of time in your hotel. Obviously you're doing lots of interviews, but what else have you been up to?
Stefan?
Mainly playing PlayStation. Playing FIFA on PlayStation.
Stefan had a great pub quiz yesterday. And also, we had a big
Game night.
Yeah, we had a game night yesterday.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Who won game night?
Depends.
I would say Átni, the manager that's over here taking a video
But
of
also
us.
Gísli Martin, our commentator.
Yeah, but he won two things, right?
Sigrun won like the eating competition.
What were you eating in the eating competition?
Dried fish.
Well, then it was also a bottle flip that was part of that
I'm
competition.
also
So,
excellent at bottle flipping.
and push-ups.
Yes, and push-ups too.
It was a push-up, dry fish eating, and bottle flip competition all combined into one.
So it's like you were doing your own Olympics in the hotel by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
And we had coffee throwing and condom putting overhead.
I don't think anyone else is going to tell me that they've done that in an interview, so thank you for sharing. I know I haven't got much longer with you, but I just wanted to ask two more questions. I was going to ask, did you manage to meet some of the other artists when you were rehearsing, and do you manage to have a chat to them?
Very briefly, like we are also in the same hotel as some contestants, but like we're not really supposed to be in too much contact, so we meet in the hallways and we say hi, but not too much more than that. But I met the Roop and John's Tears last year. The Roop in Germany and John's Tears in Austria, and they are super nice.
Fantastic. The last question from me. I want to ask, how are you going to prepare for the semi-final? But I don't want to know musically how you're going to prepare. I want to know what you're going to have for dinner as your last meal before you get on the stage on Tuesday night.
I guess whatever is available.
Probably something our host from the Netherlands is going to provide for us.
Yeah, we have a great host that's taking care of us.
Yes.
Fried fish.
Fried fish.
And
Yeah,
dried fish.
yeah, a bit more dried fish.
Eat a lot of dried fish and then do a bottle flip and then we're ready.
Guys, thank you so much for chatting. I wish you all of the best. I really hope you do really well, and thank you once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.